Do you reckon a person can experience a midlife crisis that just never seems to end and they're forever stuck in a limbo of crisis? Asking for a friend. Over the past 18 months or so, the housing market and prices have made history, but apparently that is not enough. They clearly need to do more as the housing market is feeling the burn of the cost of living crisis and interest rates that never seem to give up and keep on rising. People who plan on making a dramatic entrance into the housing market keep having to delay as there exists an affordability gap that is larger than the gap between the Grand Canyon. ONS, which is the Office for National Statistics, stated that in 2022, the average prices in England, Scotland and Wales reached a record high. According to the ONS, the average price of a home in the UK in December 2022, measured against the final transaction price, was $294,000, down from $296,000 in November. But many people out there still can't afford to buy a house. The most recent stats stated that the prices are £100,000 higher now than they were in December 2012, and shockingly £26,000 higher than they were in December 2021. Furthermore, as of March 2021, the cost of a home was nearly 9 times the average annual household disposable income, compared to 6 times in Wales and 5.5 in Scotland. Indeed, housing affordability in England is at its lowest point since the ONS began compiling records in 1999, when the cost of a home was 4.4 times the average annual salary. What are house prices smoking these days? Different day, same crisis. The housing crisis has existed since the first house was built, it seems, and will continue to exist till we may move to Mars. My buddies over at NASA say that maybe sooner than you and I think. For decades, I am surprised it's not centuries at this point, demand has outstripped supply. And then, well, COVID happened and time lost all meaning. What followed was a shortage of affordable homes, which then led to the inevitable rise in house prices and of course demand, and everything just shot up. Halifax always has the tea on the property market, so let's see what it has to say. In August of last year, a basic UK property cost a jaw-dropping, eye-popping, head-on desk knocking £293,992. The good old Bank of England is back at it again, and with an increase in interest rates in a bid to cap inflation. The same inflation which drank Red Bull and flew up above 10%. That disaster, that was the mini budget from 𝐸𝐴𝐻 and Liz Truss in September of last year, did its part in the instability of this economy, and it was really disastrous, by the way, and it cost me a lot of money, of course many of the people as well. There is no unanimous vote when it comes to the shortage of affordable homes being the true villain behind the inflated prices. Back in March 2022, Positive Money released a report that put the blame of price surges on the evolving of homes into the financial assets and the loosening of financial regulation alongside the monetary policy in the past few decades. Now, to most people that probably means not much, but all that stuff really is important if you're a geek and you want to understand economy and how interest rates and inflation and the whole thing works. But a lot of fingers pointed in those directions. According to a poll conducted by Positive Money's YouGov, half of British homeowners would be A-OK with the value of their home not rising if that results in more affordable homes being available and affordable for others. While the other half said at this point, we don't know what is up and what is down, which is fair, I guess. Numbers can be tricky though, can't they? With the high wear-off in house prices, you can look far and you can look wide, and you will not find where the cost of living crisis ends. And the forecasts tell us that interest rates are going to rise further. And what that means is that rising interest rates lead to an increase in mortgage costs, which just repels people from dipping their toes in the pool of the world of property. A hopeful scenario for the future. With the eventual reduction in inflation, Bank of England won't increase base rates, I hope, which will result in the decline of mortgage rates and costs. This will have a positive impact on the property market as the affordability gap will be bridged. By 2024, we might be able to witness another increase in the world of property. Inflation should drop to 6% by the middle of this year, and the hope is that we'll reach the target of 2% by the end of the year. So if 2023 is not our year, then 2024 will be, I hope. I guess I have my New Year's resolution all figured out. It's not to have to make another video on the housing market crash. Yeah, go ahead and call me an overachiever. It comes with the business. Might as well embrace it. That's all for now then. Until next time, where I tell you how to stop working 9 to 5 in a job and start making your own boy band without the help of Simon Cowell.